As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Locs Lux Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. If you enjoy lock content, if you enjoy lifestyle content and self-help and self-development content, then make sure to hit that subscribe button because I do a little bit of all of that. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to like this video. So today I am here with like a kind of get ready with me, just mainly for makeup, and I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to multi-purpose minimalistic face routine. The minimalistic makeup is really in right now. I love me just like a good clean face, like you look done up but it doesn't look like too much. This look can be dressed up, it can be dressed down and real casual, and I feel like it's just like the perfect makeup to just kind of elevate your overall look. So yes, I'm going to be showing you guys how I create this, and this is also a no foundation routine as well. So if you're not a big fan of foundation, this is going to be perfect for you as well. So yes, thank you all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video before you leave, and now let's get on to this tutorial. So here's my face. I did wash and moisturize my face off camera. Always make sure to wash and moisturize your face before applying any makeup. So I like to start off with priming my face. One of my go-to primers here lately has been this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm going to take some of that on my finger and I'm just going to apply that over my face. And this primer is a little on the sticky side, but I guess that's kind of like where the power grip comes in. So I like to start with cream and liquid products, and then I go back in afterwards and set those things with some type of powder or powdered products. So I'm going to start off with concealer. For concealer, I'm going to be using this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I'm using the color Warm Sand. And another one of my go-to concealers is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Chestnut. So I'm going to start with my Too Faced, and I'm going to apply it to the inner corners of my under eye as well as the outer corner. I'm going to apply it to the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, as well as the center of my forehead. And then I'm going to go in with my NARS, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of that in the center. Now I'm going in with my NARS. I just ordered me a new one of these because I'm pretty much almost out of this one. I'm gonna pop that in the center. Next, I'm gonna move on to like contouring slash bronzing. I like a more bronze look rather than like a chiseled contour look. I just started using this, but this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is in the color Bronze Belle. And applying that, you know, right below my cheekbones, kind of on my cheekbones, honestly. Apply a little on my forehead. A little down the sides of my nose. Then I'm also gonna go in with this e.l.f. Putty blush and just apply that to the high points of my cheeks, and I kind of blend it back, and I also put a little bit on my nose. Taking a brush and I'm patting it and just kind of patting it up. And then next I'm gonna go in with a dampened sponge, and this is the e.l.f. Camo sponge. As you guys can see, I've really been loving like these e.l.f. products. So yes, I'm gonna go in with this, and I'm just going to start blending out my concealer. And when I blend, I go in a patting motion, so I'm not like wiping it. I like really pat and press it. So this inner part I blend out, and then when I blend out the outer corner, I'm gonna pat going back in. If you keep blending out, you're just gonna continue to pull that concealer out, and I kind of just wanted to stay concentrated in this area. So when I blend, I pat it back downward. And then I'm gonna just continue to blend out the rest of those areas with concealer. And the same thing with this section. When I blend, I'm gonna blend it going back inwards instead of like blending going out. When I blend, I'm making sure not to blend it too far up. And when I feel like I'm taking it too far up, I start bringing it back down. So if I were wearing foundation, I would now go in with my foundation and blend it over all of this concealer and blush and bronzer. But like I said, I haven't been wearing foundation like that. I feel like I kind of go through phases with my makeup, and I'm in one of those phases where I've been not liking the foundation. Not liking it, but preferring my makeup without the foundation. But I still want to make sure I blend all of this out good. So I'm going to go in with another sponge, and this is damp as well, and all those areas like around here, you just want to make sure those are blended out and they don't look super harsh. And I'm going to do the same in this area. And it's okay if you go over like the blush and stuff. You basically want to kind of blend all of those products together. So the blush, the bronzer, you want to make sure they all kind of blend. And then sometimes I like to go back in with just a little more concealer. Like if I feel like I've blended it out too much or I've lost some of the coverage, I just go back in with just a little more concealer. So to set my under eye and my concealer, I'm going to be using two loose powders. So I like to use the Fenty Beauty loose powder. So I have it in honey, and then I also have it in banana. So I like to go in with the honey first. The honey is a little warmer, a little more yellow compared to the banana. And I'm going to use that same sponge, and I'm just going to press it into that powder. And then I have a paper towel down here, and I'm just gonna pat the excess off on the paper towel, and then I'm just gonna press that into my concealer. And honestly, that's enough right there. Sometimes I do just use the honey, but when I want like a little more of like a brightening effect, a little pop under my eyes, I go back in with the banana, and I'm just gonna take that same sponge, do the same process, pat off the excess on the paper towel, and I just put a little bit of the banana under my under eye, mainly kind of focusing it in the corner. Sometimes I'll bring it out a little further, but I really just kind of wanted to pop in this area. So I guess you can kind of see a slight difference. It's really subtle. It's not a lot, but yeah. So now we're going to move on to eyebrows. I really need to groom my eyebrows, but can't find my good tweezers, so we're just gonna let it roll. But next I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Precisely Brow eyebrow pencil, and this is in the color number 5. And I take the spoolie first and I just brush my eyebrows up. So yeah, just creating hair-like strokes, following the natural shape of my eyebrow. Once I get to my arch, instead of going straight up, I just kind of curve it. And then I like to outline the bottom portion. Then I like to go back in with the spoolie and just kind of blend it out so it doesn't look super harsh. Then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the color 385. And I like to use this concealer to outline the bottom portion of my brows. Now I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation Powder, and I'm gonna use this to blend out the concealer under my eye, and it's gonna blend it out as well as kind of like set it so that it doesn't move and it doesn't get like oily or shiny or anything like that. And then lastly, I'm just gonna set my eyebrows so that they kind of stay, the hairs stay how I put them. So I'm gonna be using this NYX brow glue, a brow gel, clear brow gel. And I just take that and I brush it up. When I get to my arch, I go up and around. So I forgot to put some concealer on my eyelid, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm not gonna be doing any eyeshadow, but I still like to conceal my eyelids just a little bit. Next, I'm going to powder the rest of my face and blend out the highlighted areas. So I'm gonna be using the Cover FX, and this is the Pressed Mineral Foundation, and I am the color N100. So if I was setting my foundation, I would use like a big powder brush to do it, but since I don't really have any makeup and I want a little more coverage, I'm gonna go in with the sponge that it comes with, and I just press the sponge into the powder, and then I just press that into my skin. So first I'm just starting with the areas that don't have any product on it. You guys can see I have few dark marks right there, so I'm gonna apply it there for a little more coverage. I'm gonna apply it over those powdered areas as well. So it just kind of makes everything blend a little more seamlessly. It's like it still looks highlighted, but you see how it's blended compared to the top part where it's highlighted, but you see like the concealer, and then you see my forehead, the dark parts. So I always like to go over those areas as well with just powder. Don't be afraid to put product on top of it. It definitely makes a difference. Now that I have some coverage, I'm gonna go in with a makeup brush and then just press that on my face everywhere. And just continue to blend. Now I'm gonna go into this Morphe bronzer, and this is the Glam Bronze, and this is in the color Trailblazer. And basically I'm just gonna go over those same places I applied the cream bronzer earlier. I'm also gonna take this bronzer and just kind of blend out my eyelid and give it a little more dimension, blend these colors out from like where I highlighted under my brow, and just kind of make everything kind of blend together. I'm gonna go in with another L'Oreal Infallible powder. I don't even know what color this is because I've had this for a while. As you guys can see, it's almost gone, but I like to go back over that and just kind of blend it. It's a little darker than the one that I use for my under my brows, but it's also lighter than my bronzer, so I just kind of like to use this more as like a transition between the two. And then I also kind of take it down the bridge of my nose for a slight contour. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm gonna go in with another e.l.f. product, and this is the Perfect Finish HD powder, and this is just another setting powder. Take a little bit of that, and I just kind of like to dust that underneath my eyes just to make sure I don't have like any settlements or any dust from like the loose powder, and just to make sure that it's all kind of dusted away and blended out, and it kind of just helps further set it as well as give me more of like that highlighted look. Now for blush, y'all use the same blush. I mean, I switch it up a little bit, but I stick with the same blushes. So I'm gonna go in with my Milani brush, and this is Coral Cove. I have been using this for years. This is like my go-to spring and summer color. It's this really like pretty vibrant like coral color. I love this color. I love like orangey type of blushes, like the orange pink range. Count me in. I think they look so pretty on brown skin. I think they're just perfect for the spring and summertime. They just make you look so warm. I don't really wear highlighter regularly. I've been wearing it a little bit lately just because I've been going for that really bronzy look. But I'm looking at my face right now, and I'm gonna be wearing this makeup tonight, and I don't think I want to put any bronzer on, like not bronzer but like highlight on. This is Ginger Snap. What brand is this, child? I don't know. I had this for a while too, but I've been wearing a little bit of this lately, but I actually don't think I want to put it on today. But I have also been using it like on my eyelids, so I am gonna put it on that. So when I don't use like this highlight on my eyelid, I'll just conceal my eyes, and then I'll just set it with like one of these powders. But if I want that I did my makeup kind of look, then I'll go in with either a highlighter or a blush. Now I'm gonna go in with some setting spray, and this is the Professional Super Setter setting spray from Benefit Cosmetics. And so I love looks like this because you can put on like a really thick dramatic lash. You can do lash extensions. You could just do mascara. I haven't really been into strip lashes like that lately, either lash extensions or just like regular mascara. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. However, I'm gonna make it pop just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with some mascara, and I'm gonna be using this Maybelline. This is like one of the best mascaras ever for like the price especially. I'll always keep one of these in my collection. And then I also have like this Big Mood mascara from e.l.f. So I'm gonna apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then like on the outer corners of my top lashes, I'm just gonna go in with 2 clusters. So this is kind of like a great workaround when you wanted to like pop a little more than just wearing mascara, but you know your lash extensions aren't done, and or you don't want to put no strips on. So I'm gonna do that off camera just because I like to be really close in the mirror when I put on my mascara and clusters. So I'm gonna do that and then come back and we can wrap things up. All right, y'all, so lashes are on, and I forgot to mention, but I placed my clusters at the bottom so it looks more natural. But yeah, you guys can see, kind of look like I had on lashes, kind of like I got my lashes done. It's just like super subtle, and yeah, I love the way that this looks. So I'm gonna be out all night, so I'm gonna set my face one more time, and I'm gonna use this BENAI Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer. I love this stuff. If you need your makeup to last all day, this is the one. I don't use it often because like this little bottle right here costs like $17 on Amazon. So if I know I'm not gonna be in my makeup for a long period of time, then I don't use this. But when I know I have a long day or night ahead of me, I do like to go in and set my face with this. And then last but not least, we're going to do lips. So I always keep it really simple with my lips. I'm gonna line it first with a dark brown lip liner. This one came from the beauty supply store. I feel like the beauty supply has the best lip liners. All my favorite lip liners always end up coming from the beauty supply. I do not know what brand this is, but this is the liner that I'm gonna be using from my beauty supply store. And I always kind of like blend my liner onto my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the color Creme Brûlée. I'm just gonna apply that all over my lip. And that's pretty much it for this look. But yeah, I'm gonna get dressed, maybe style my hair differently, and then come back and close out this video. I have been loving my makeup lately. It's very subtle, but I still just kind of feel done, but I don't feel overdone. In the heat, it doesn't feel like super cakey or anything like that. So yes, this is definitely gonna be like my go-to makeup this summer. So let me pull myself together and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, and here is the final look. It's actually been a couple of hours since I did my makeup. I went out, had dinner, then I came back home and changed and got dressed and everything. But yes, here is my face. It's like the perfect mix of like matte but not too dry, and it has a little shine but it's not real dewy. So yes, I love my makeup. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snatched by Sharmel, and I will see you all in my next video.